No, you. No, you're a cock ass. No, you. Kitten, what are you doing, darling? What? I played a new game yesterday. What do you mean? You don't want new game. You want me to play specific game. Minemations. How's it going? What are you doing? Hey, you're getting into stuff. Yeah, you're getting into stuff. Simulator game's not okay. What? Yes, Minemations. Hello. You've said hello 3 times. Hi. Hi and hi and hi. Hello. Opens a work sim? What work sim? What are you talking about? What? What are you doing, baby? Bite my finger. You bite my finger. My goodness. Well, how's anyone supposed to do anything with you here? Still biting my hand. Why? Why you bite my hand? Why is there only 3 people? I don't know, friend. I just broadcast, man. I don't worry about how many people there are. I'm glad you're here. If that's worth anything to you. Craffy, how's it going? What kind of game is this? Right now, this is a cat on desk. The game. Gameplay sucks, but graphics are good. Yeah, I guess. What are you doing, chicken? You little chicken. You know what? Doesn't matter, but you're a good streamer. Aw, thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's just me and Cat. That's the broadcast right now. Do you guys enjoy broadcast about Cat? Look at this derp. Yeah. You won't full derp on me. Oh, your head's all fuzzy. Got all fuzzies on your head. sent 610 likes. Wow, that's a couple. That's a couple likes. Thank you. This is Adria. She's an old kitty. Yeah, you're an old kitty now, aren't you? And how old are you? Yeah, you're 12 now. Yeah, she's 12 now. Yeah. Yeah, she's 12 now. Are you all done? You can show one your butt? Okay. Man, Crassus, I wish I had that many viewers to lose, dude. In fact, I'd be down with 13. 13 is a good number. Mask Man Fear. How's it going? Well, I guess we can play the game. Where's Kat now? Kat decided to leave. She was like, fuck this shit. I'm leaving. Oh, interesting. You're a monitored suspicious user. She knew Overwatch was coming. Maybe. I'm going to ban this monitored suspicious user, who is clearly a monitored suspicious user for a good reason. Okay. Alright, we have to like ban things or something like that these days. YouTube, no YouTube.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Play the game? I'm playing, don't you worry.
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
Who are you calling a raccoon? Huh? You have a plat in the lobby? No. Jay the Dumb. Oh, we do have a plat in the lobby. Unlucky.
Round
Just
one,
say it.
go!
There's nothing I can't
We'll be
fight.
coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Hulk doesn't like spiders, especially big shiny ones.
Try to smash this bug, big guy, and I promise you'll regret it.
Huh. Hulk wishes the tiny human
That's
in
okay.
front of Hulk had this much attitude.
Rabbit? No, not rabbit.
The battle starts in
Raccoon.
5, 4,
But not really. I'm not really a raccoon.
One. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
I'm used to fighting on the streets, not across all space and time.
Who is Crafty? I don't know. Ask him. Or her. Or they.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap. Tandy needs help. I'll patch you up.
I'll get you next time.
Yeah, it's been a few days since we played this, so gotta get in the zone. The auto zone.
Strong again.
I'll patch you up.
Systems restoring.
You're ready for action.
Enough snow for me? I haven't gotten any yet.
For the day.
School's already canceled, but I haven't gotten any yet.
Us against the world.
Isn't that like kind of wild?
I'll get you next time.
It's like only supposed to start like now or something.
You're welcome.
Here comes trouble. Disappear.
At least a foot.
This is real firepower.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a bunch. I mean, there's the forecast is such that school's already canceled. So, but we haven't actually gotten it yet. But the schools have a bad like history here of like canceling or not canceling school and then have a dump snow, and then having to have parents come get their kids fucking at lunchtime. So I think they're like okay with pushed it a little early.
I'll patch you up.
Cancel school for snow? A shit ton.
Those guys are about to shoot at us. You're ready for action. My
Systems restoring.
By the eye of Agamotto.
fucking hurt. Think they got me? I'll patch you up.
Strong again.
This is real firepower.
I'll get you next time.
Team play. You're ready for action. Leave them to the shoot.
Only 60 seconds left.
You're ready for action. That's the stuff.
Hope grateful.
Okay. Your schools are canceled for flooding? I can't say. Well, that might have happened once.
You're welcome.
Might have happened once.
We're almost there.
The city I live in is like right on a river, and there was one year where it like flooded the entire downtown. But it usually doesn't do that.
I am ready to finish the show.
Floods like a little bit, but not like that.
The final 10 seconds here mode.
Armor packs here. Pay up.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have against the world.
Fucking hurt. More backups. Just on shoot. This is real firepower. I'll patch you up. See, I'm fucking helpful.
Alright, that wasn't so bad.
Current score is 0-2.
I subbed and liked. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate
Time to
that.
switch things up, including which side you're on.
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
You'll need a top-notch team.
Things are
to
going
win
okay.
this one.
Things are going okay. he's pro. Oh, thanks. I'm okay. You know, I'm playing for... How many hours do I have now? I don't even know how many hours I have. I'm definitely not pro. Like, professional tier. I have 57 hours. I guess we're getting up there.
Round
I
two.
do the right thing unless the wrong thing is more fun.
I just try to not lose, not die. That's all I do. Had an early start. I had to come home for some materials.
30 seconds before you attack. Get
What are
ready.
you up to today, Fred?
Don't take this the wrong way, Mark, but if you need help, you know, emotionally, try Dr. Leonard Sampson. He's a good friend.
Doc Samson. Red as fire. Light. Is he gonna
Covered in itch?
The battle starts in
Oof.
5, 4, 3.
You're not doing insulation, are you? That's a good way to get an inch.
Do is capture the mission area. Got it?
space? I can protect, but add time to the mix. Things get tricky. I'll patch you up. Ha!
Yes. Okay. Right on.
Powering up.
Don't stand there,
You're up, little one.
please, guy.
Tandy needs help. Armor patch here.
Turn is toast. どういたしまして。
You're ready for action.
Was just a scratch.
Yeah, fiberglass insulation.
Armor patch here. Pay up.
Fucker destroyed my thing.
Someone scratch my back.
Make sure Chris Pratt doesn't die.
This is a nice spot. Woo, that's the stuff. I'll patch you up. Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Whoever they are, they don't look friendly.
You're ready for action. This is
Push it, push it, push it, push it, push it. Watch out for that guy. He's crazy. Do maintenance for grocery stores. How to open a ceiling for an insulator.
Oh, I'm not good.
Show a coffee before I head back out. Yeah, I imagine.
Good.
Well done, my son.
All right.
Playing in the attic like it was snow. Yeah, I mean, it's comfy for a little while.
Team player. That's me. Appreciate the boost. Whoa. Did you see that green ape? I want one. Can't you smile at us?
Final score 1, 2, 0.
It's the fluffy stuff. Yeah, that fiberglass shit.
Another epic victory. Big win.
That Pink Panther shit. Den's glass? No. The only stuff that I'm familiar with is that Owens Corning Pink Panther shit.
Very impressive.
There's like that pink fiberglass insulation. What else is there? There's like blown in stuff too, but that's not nearly as a problem. Pretty much a sheet of drywall. Yeah, Owens Corning has like long pink sheets of like foam insulation too. I don't know if that's what you mean. Mr. Kingdom, thanks for the follow. That shit will fuck you up. Uh, Watching on YouTube and TikTok. Wow, you found me in 2 places. Look at you. Amazingly, it's the same in both places. Now, if you find me on Twitch TV, it's horizontal. If you wanna, if you're so adventurous to enter the horizontal realm, okay. There's actually bans in this one. Yeah, that last game had 1 platinum person, so there's no ban phase.
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
This guy wants to be Spoderman.
Now, who am I gonna banish from this match?
Oh, this guy wants to play Black Widow. Yeah, we can ban Storm. That's okay. I'm good with that. Roofing in Orlando, Florida. I rubbed against it without a shirt on, chest and back. Oh, God. Makes Poison Ivy look like nothing. We're banning Wolverine. Is Wolverine actually good? Everyone in these, like, diamond lobbies wants to ban Wolverine really bad. But every time people play Wolverine, they're either like God or they're terrible. So it's kind of like, maybe once people get better, like the character's busted, but...
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
That was if they ban the character you're playing. You don't get to pick it. So, like, at first, you pick, like, you make a preliminary pick, and basically all it does is tells your team, like, hey, I want to play this character, and, like, gives them, a reminder while they're banning, hey, my teammate wants to play this character. And then after the ban phase, then you have to actually pick. You don't actually pick until after the
30 seconds
bans.
before you attack. Get ready.
The Thing for sure is coming on the 21st.
Say, Doc, you never told me. Where'd you learn all those tricks?
Exactly. I'm the master of mystical arts, aren't I?
Come on, do you
Is
wizard?
Sure, why not? Please let
is
me
Johnny Storm the other character that's coming on that day? Human
Battle
Torch.
starts in 5, 4,
Is it
3, 2,
Human Torch and the
1.
Thing are on the 21st of
All you need to do is
February.
capture the mission area. Got it?
I don't think I could handle the pressure of the Dark Force.
Same.
Pretty sure those are bad guys.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap. I'll patch you up.
Sweet moves, right?
much better.
Who needs a power up? You're ready for action.
I'll get you next time. Careful, Ty. That's much better.
Oh, someone scratch my back.
I'd like to get the,
You're ready for action.
I'd like to get you dead, fucking Chris Pratt. I'd like to get this here. But I kind of have to, like, defend it against Chris Pratt. He keeps coming in here.
You're welcome. This is real
Fucking murdered. You watch Severance? No.
Double KO.
Can't say I've seen it.
Got rid of me yet.
What am I? Invisible?
I'll patch you up.
That's much better.
Let's pop back up under their noses.
Yeah, see that? He was trying to throw it at me while I was playing. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Us against the world.
New Knight's on.
Shields up.
This is kind of scuffed, man.
Disappear.
What do you watch? Oh man, not a lot, if I'm gonna be honest. Pretty much nothing. I only watch the things that my wife makes me watch.
You're welcome. Get ready to lock and overload. Thanks for the upgrade, Rocket.
Force burst.
You're ready for action.
Yeah, I'm like culturally stupid, basically.
This is real firepower.
Again! Again, Bucky.
My good deed for the day. Stay down. Just a little
Help get
pleasure.
that vehicle to its destination.
In preparation. I lost my. A little help,
You're
please.
welcome.
Feeling fantastic.
There's our friend Bucky. He's up there.
Get ready to lock and
I don't know if that was even close to him, but
Self-guided spider bombs? Yikes!
that was up here. I want to get this down in a good place. I guess that's a good place.
you're welcome.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
Sure, we're trying to hit Spoder Man. He's in deep back there.
Shields up.
Get ready to lock and overload. You're ready for action.
Smash that spider.
You're Magneto.
Anyone willing to help?
Jerry!
Gotta hide in line of sight when we hear that, because that means that Chris Pratt's gonna murder us. We're one of his favorite targets.
Get that vehicle moving again.
I'll patch you up.
Much better. I'm ready to unleash my mystic power.
He's gonna unleash the Eye of Yugimoto. It's time. No. No, Bucky.
You're welcome. That fucking hurt. My good deed for the day. This is a nice spot.
It's coming.
This is real firepower.
Okay, well, we did the thing and it didn't work that well.
Real firepower.
Because our damage players were like dead.
Ready for a boost?
Needed that more than you know.
You're welcome.
We got Aquaman now, Mr. Namor.
Down to 30 seconds.
Not sure how that's gonna help, but
Us against the world!
No more delays.
I'll patch you up.
this second point has gone terribly.
Good riddance to bad splatters.
My good deed for the
I
day.
compliment you.
Well,
Ben would get jealous.
Bruce Banner's killing him.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap. Whoa, these keyhole focus dangerous.
Let's keep fighting.
Much better. Our enemies are near.
We might still make it. We have an ult. just gonna drop it.
This is real firepower!
Fucking Chris Pratt.
This is real firepower!
This guy was draining me from behind me. I wasn't really paying attention to this guy. That was tragic.
Score is 1-2-0.
Felix Morency, thanks for the follow. Appreciate
Time
it.
to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Absolutely nothing was dying. Yeah, that's true.
Right heroes could make all the difference.
Bucky wasn't getting them. And I'm not sure Namor is like the answer to offensive killing, but I don't know anything about damage, so I'll defer to those players who click on those heroes.
Your hero's a little roguish and scruffy, like me.
My turn.
Cloak and Dagger gets her ult every fight.
They'll be coming
I
in 30
mean,
seconds.
it's not that big
Stay
of a
strong.
deal.
Fishman. Hulk hates stupid fishman. I assure you.
Hulk hates stupid fish man.
Give Hulk one good reason not to toss you back into the ocean.
You're back. Welcome back.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing
It'll
the
run out of
mission area.
battery eventually.
Y'all a bunch of deadweights. I can do this myself.
Yes.
They're coming up ahead.
Who needs a power
The
up?
darkness.
You're ready for action.
I'll get you next time.
Oh, Chris Pratt's up here.
Little help, please.
Ow! That fucking hurt!
Moon Knight's on, I presume? Feeling
I
better.
need to get on top of something. Oh, I almost killed him. That's so lame. Does this guy get more health than me? I was just seeing him out of health.
Oh, I'm gonna get some revenge.
Yeah, it was bad. I can't die like that.
Us against the world!
This is a nice spot. I'll patch you up.
We're definitely like
You need to stop that vehicle.
not doing so hot in the damage dealer department. I think this is what they call damage diff. That's what they call this. Guys doing the damage on their team are getting the kills.
That fucking hurt.
Got your back.
My good deed for the day. This is real firepower. I'll patch you up.
Disappear!
You next time.
Watch me go!
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Us against the world.
I'll patch you up.
I think Chris Pratt. Yep, he's trying to. Yep. I should have went under. I should have went in the building. This is what this guy does, right? As soon as he presses this button, he's gonna try to find me. That's like, I kind of know that. I just didn't really fucking do it right. I should have went inside the building instead of around the building.
You're welcome.
I am Groot. The moon haunts you.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Appreciate the boost. My
Us against the world.
I'll patch you up. Don't mind me.
Better stop that vehicle!
The keyholes are more
One couldn't win.
This guy playing Chris Pratt just does whatever he wants, man.
You're ready for action.
I am strengthened for
There's a cat in my face. Excuse me. It's hard to play. It's hard to play. You gotta get out of the screen, darling. Over here. Over here. If you're gonna come here while the game's on, you gotta lay down. No, you gotta lay down. No, you can't go in the middle of the screen, darling. No, you can't go over there.
You're welcome.
Feeling
I
fantastic.
don't mind if you're up here. You just gotta lay down instead of get right on the screen. There you go.
Thanks. A little help, please. Disappear!
This is real firepower.
one couldn't win without the other.
Yeah, this doesn't seem very good. Holding that.
Another arm.
You're welcome.
Of Moon Knight.
What a difference.
Us against the world.
Feeling fantastic.
Oh my god.
By the
Things are gonna be different this time.
Watch me soar!
You're ready for action. Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Time!
My good deed for the day.
Holding it still somehow.
Get ready.
I don't know how.
Here come the bad guys.
Armor patch here. Pay up.
What am I?
Only 60 seconds left. You stopped them in their tracks.
He's saying there's a chance.
You're ready for action. Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
This guy just never misses, dude.
One of these
This Magneto.
keyholes. I blew up a keyhole. You're welcome.
Down to 30 seconds.
Jerry!
Trying to hide from Chris Pratt.
Team play. That's me. This is real firepower. You're ready for action.
Gotta get in there, no choice.
Shields up.
Yeah.
Final score. 1, 2, 2.
No good. Why did you get off? I fucking died, brother. Try my best. Alright, you tried, team. Great try. Does the lady in cloak look so similar? Yeah, a little bit. When they're in like, the thing is like half the time, Cloak and Dagger is like Dagger, right? So Yeah, they are just slender figures in a Fantastic Four uniform.
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
Now, who am I gonna banish from this match?
Who do we banish from this match, team? Storm? Where's Storm? Oh, we want to ban Wolverine? I'm going to click Storm. Good morning, Mr. Bee's Knees. How are you? We both banned Wolverine. Okay, great. Now do we click Storm? I'm going to click Storm. Doing wonderful. That's good. That's really good.
The right heroes can make all the difference.
1-1, and then we shat one, you know. I think I'm +1 so far. I think. I got Spoderman on my team, though. Actually, this is the same Spoderman that was on my team last game. We lost. He ended up getting off Spoderman. Guaranteed win with Spoderman? Maybe. I have more and more confidence with guys playing Spoderman on my team as my rank improves, because then the people who are playing Spoderman are less likely to be just terrible.
I'm worthy. Wanna trade?
Not that I could do any better than those terrible people. He is hard to play, but there's just some confidence that he won't feed like fuck.
Battles starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Our enemies are near.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks. A little help, please.
It hurt.
I'm good to a timely intervention.
Holy fuck. Doctor Strange getting murdered, dude. He's getting murdered.
Feeling fantastic.
Put some pep in my step.
You're welcome.
The moon haunts you.
Fuck. Where did he even shoot this from? Oh, he just anywhere, you know.
The moon.
Oh, I guess I see what happened. I was supposed to turn around and go backwards. I didn't realize that it was like that. I thought it was right on me. That looked balanced. That ability is really stupid. Basically how it is right now is if he puts the circle on you, you have very little chance to live.
Better stop that vehicle.
Like, it's like you have to hear him say the moon and then move. But if he finishes that whole sentence, the moon haunts you, you're just dead.
I am Asgard's might.
If the circle gets put on you, you're just dead.
Yes. What the fuck are these things? I'm just dying. This is real firepower. You ready for it?
Well, so much for real firepower.
Can help.
Sometimes I thought of you summoned now, Namor.
Man,
Keep your tentacles to yourself, Namor. That was tasty. Trouble has arrived.
Spoderman, no!
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
You're welcome.
I am strengthened for battle.
Well, I'm just going shit.
Anyone willing to help?
First but a scratch. I have smashed the ark.
Better stop that vehicle.
This is a nice spot. patch you up.
Feeling fantastic.
Oh, we got Mr. Fantastic. Yeah, complete whiff of his ability. You know, see, despite the fact that that ability seems busted, that guy, you know, still managed to hit his whole circle on nobody.
Let me guess. Your Namor's friends?
My fists are all slimy. You need the power.
Clear the way.
The fuck is that guy doing?
The squirrels are going to hate me.
So far away, didn't even get rezzed.
Good medicine.
You stop them in their tracks.
This is a nice spot.
I like a good challenge, Namor. Thanks.
Fuck, stuck in this stupid area.
You're welcome. Go. Problem disappear. Pay up. This is real firepower. I'll patch you up.
Our enemies are near.
I'm not sure Flubberman is it, you know.
You're welcome.
Well, I don't know, but well, you know, the moon haunts us.
Us against the world.
I'll patch you up.
Anyone willing to
Bucky,
help?
where's Punisher?
There's still a chance to stop them.
It seems Namor has unleashed his point of the ring.
No,
You're ready for action.
I'm hunkering down.
I unleash.
died my reload, of course.
My good deed for the day. Ready for action.
I am strengthened for battle. Enemy in front of us.
Much better.
Armor patch here. Pay up.
I am barely wounded. Surrender your strength.
You're ready for action.
We are safe.
Okay, you know, stabilized or something.
It is best to destroy these onks if there is
Only
time.
60 seconds left. You stop them in their tracks.
Gotcha. You're welcome.
A little help, please.
Great. Now my fists are all slimy.
Get ready to lock and overload.
You're my kind of rodent.
Wild creatures have risen from the realm below.
The moon haunts you.
Down to 30 seconds.
Barely wounded. Hold a little longer.
Disappear!
This is real firepower.
Come by, please.
My good deed.
Guy to my left.
Seconds.
I unleash the Vishanti's power.
Feeling fantastic.
Guy's friggin' spazzing out behind me.
You'll have to keep fighting
Just
until
dead.
we have a winner.
I am Asgard's might.
Team play. That's me.
Not bad, not bad.
Us against the world. Dangerous.
The current score is 0-1. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I get the craziest FPS drop on this map. Need hero cloak and dagger. Does that do something for him? It does, yeah. Well, I've never played that guy, so I don't know what he does.
Who occasionally takes stuff that doesn't belong.
I'm just a friggin' raccoon spammer, dude. I don't know what those other characters do.
30 seconds. seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Wizard! I thought you were imprisoned on another plane.
Nobody can keep me locked up for long.
Ha! That's what I said in the Tower of Solitude.
I know. Loki might have cast a spell of silence in the tower, but I could hear you loud and clear on the
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Battlefield ready again. Who needs a power up?
good medicine. What have you summoned now, Master?
Very well, sir. Armor packs here. Hey up. Let's mess this place up real good.
This guy's way better on Punisher than he is on Spider-Man.
Shields up.
Just saging.
Thanks. Team play. That's me.
Journey into mystery, yes.
Us against the world.
Somebody's ult is soon.
I am strengthened.
I'm gonna fucking drop it, honestly.
This is real.
I seem to get my ult twice as fast as my teammates. I'll just fucking drop it.
I'm good to go.
Crassus is cat spamming. From cat spammer.
I like a good challenge, Namor.
The moon haunts you!
Fucker.
You're
Oh
welcome.
shit.
Let's mess this place up real good.
A little help, please.
Never thought I'd care so much about Spider-Man. I'll patch you up.
Outcome was crystal clear from the beginning.
Cannot hurt me. Down. All right, that feels better. Team play. That's me. You're ready for action.
My life was in peril. Thank you.
And smite the foe!
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the
So
momentum.
far, so good.
Much closer to victory. We could do a ton of damage here.
I am Asgard's might!
You're on our team now, Zero.
I'll patch you
Let's
up.
do this.
See if I can hit Thor through this little peephole.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap. Who needs a power up?
Get up there. Get up there, Punisher. Get him.
Don't mind me. I just dying. You're welcome.
Us against the world. Keep going. Shields up.
This is real firepower. I'll patch you up. My good deed for the moon.
Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't
The
die.
Eye of Agamotto!
Namor should be ashamed.
Journey into mystery, yes.
Frank's doing what he does best.
Easy.
For action.
Easy game.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
It's my buddy Punisher.
Get ready to lock and overload. Eat unlimited.
Good medicine.
Disappear.
I unleash the Vishanti's power.
He unleashed the Bishanti's power.
Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
I am Asgard's might!
You're ready for action.
Thor's murdering. He's murdering.
At least the closest part of the battle.
Easy.
Final score. 2, 2, 1.
Easy murder.
Another epic victory. Big win.
Mods ban the spammer. Yeah. I gotta ban another bot on Kick, man. Kick is fucking riddled with bots, brother. There's so many bots. I think like I banned 3 bots a stream on Kick. Great job, team. We did it.
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
This guy wants to be a Wolverine. No, maybe not. Changed his mind.
Now, who am I gonna banish from this match?
Let's ban Storm. That character is bullshit. This guy wants to ban Magneto. Our team banned Magneto. Okay, great. Fuck. Magneto banned Crazy. Who hurt you? I didn't mean to ban Magneto.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
I meant to pick him. Oh no. Oh no. Classic. I meant to pick him. It's alright, we got Venom. Hopefully he's good at Venom. I like Venom. I think that character is cool. Hard to kill, and he's just everywhere. All over the place.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Luna Snow! I know all of your songs. It's always an honor to meet a fan. Oba-chan loved to play them on the oldies station for me. Wow. For a girl with ice powers, I suddenly feel pretty uncool.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Y'all a bunch of deadweights. I can do this myself.
Whoever they are, they don't look friendly. Systems
Risky. Punisher positioning.
I'm good to go.
Where's our buddy? Oh, he's up there.
Turn around, quick.
Powering up.
I don't even know if I can throw my thing up there.
You crazy castle. You're welcome.
Battlefield ready again.
Us against the world!
Leave that to Khonshu!
This is real firepower. You're ready for action.
Where's our friend? This doesn't matter. Venom's gonna just own them.
See, I'm flarking help.
Ready for an encore.
Venom just murdered them. Bro, my audio.
You know what to do, spiders?
Ready for a boost?
TP, TP.
Armor packs here. Pay up.
The best Venom ult I've seen. Yeah, he just murdered them. I really do think Venom's like pretty good. It's just like it's really like kind of intensive to play it correctly. It's like a tank Spider-Man. That's kind of what it is.
Let's mess this place up real good. Khonshu has his eye on you.
Fire mode.
You're ready for action. Team play. That's me.
Enemy in our sights. Over here. I can heal you.
Who needs a power up?
Penny,
You're
Only
welcome.
60 seconds left.
Good old, good old.
Relay
This is a
deployed.
great spot for this thing. It's hard for them to get in here, or even think to go in there.
Sorry.
You're ready for
Giving up
action.
now.
See, I'm flarking help.
I tried to murder me.
Thanks so much.
Down to 30 seconds.
These guys on tanks are murdering.
Powering up.
Venom is actually murdering.
Just keep
I'm glad this guy didn't get to play Magneto because he just murdered them on Venom. I feel like this wouldn't have gone so well.
Love battlefield medicine.
Maybe I shouldn't speak too soon, but
That's me. This is real firepower. You're welcome. Got a little run going.
The current score is 0-0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
yeah, this guy was pretty good on Punisher.
Raccoon, huh?
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
It's my Wi-Fi password. Can I tell you what this guy's name? That's funny.
Round 2, go!
Sometimes we take stuff other people are guarding.
Well, I guess you never forget your Wi-Fi password.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
A symbiote? Ugh, I hate these flarkin' things.
We assure you, the feeling is mutual, rodent. But we must work together.
Fine, but try not to drip any protoplasm on me. And just wash my fur.
Legendary username.
4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the main area. Got it?
Fuck off.
Mine's in place.
With that shit.
That makes 3.
Double KO.
Yeah, it reminds the spider time, yeah. Reminds me of that fucking Doctor Strange portal that shits you out into the middle of nowhere as soon as you walk out of the spawn. It's like the same thing.
I'll patch you up.
Battlefield medicine.
I'm hurt. Thanks so much.
Found one of our targets.
Our teammate is in enemy territory.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap. You're welcome.
I don't know if I can hit Punisher. I think. He's already dead. Oh, here he is.
Ready to lock?
Oh, he's going up there. Whatever.
You're ready for action. Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
Come here and let me help.
Heavy weapons. I'll patch you up. Heavy weapons.
Hitting him in there. I'm hitting him. Oh my ult.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Are you gonna stand here, bud?
Ready to
Okay.
lock and overload. You're my kind of load. You're ready for action.
Khonshu's hunt is about to begin.
Leave them to Khonshu.
Fight alone.
Disappear!
This is real firepower.
I don't like what's going on in there.
Fire mode.
Judge, jury, executioner.
Friends, gather around. Shake it up.
God, fuck me. That was bad. Just a bad. That was a bad move. Bad move.
Oh, I'm not gonna
Got
make
fucking
it
shotgunned. Somehow we're not winning.
Only 60 seconds left.
Feels pretty bad.
Time for some fireworks.
We have ults. Oh fuck, we don't have anything.
Heads up. Hostile.
Down to 30 seconds.
This is bad. He's getting murdered by Punisher. And I gotta go.
You're ready for action.
The final 10 seconds.
Punisher's already fucking dead. Can't even get in here to fucking try to ult.
Final score. 0,
Great.
2, 1.
Usually when you like defend the first point, you just win, but we suck.
Can't expect to win them all.
It's alright, you tried, team.
I'm a Prime customer. What's above being a Prime customer?
What's above being a Prime customer? Thank you for being a customer. I really appreciate it.
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
9 months, Mr. Bee's Knees.
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
Thank you. Oh, this guy wants to be the Raccoon Man. I guess I could be this character.
Like the moon, I shine in darkness.
Now, who am I gonna banish from this match?
Ban Wolverine. Can I ban Storm? I want to ban Storm. 9 glorious months. Classic soundbite. Yeah, I got a few of those in me. We banned Bruce Banner and they banned Adam Warlock. Okay. I'm going to try to ban Storm again. Yeah, so, another drop in the community friendly bottle for you, sir. Whatever you want. Confirm hero. I guess I'm a Luna Snow. Yeah, it's been it's gone quick, hasn't it? Holy shit. It's gone quick. I'll have you know I probably have like 3 times as much whiskey as when we met though. It only gets worse from here. I could do this all day.
I always love my powers, but now I think they're
30
great.
seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Okay, so I don't get anything from this team up, right? Only Namor gets something from this.
I seem to recall that you used to be on our side. Or did your days as an invader mean nothing?
Yeah, Namor gets some kind of fucking ice shit from me.
The only side that Namor has ever been on.
I only get stuff if someone plays
The battle
Jackie
starts in
Chan.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area.
This fucking map again, dude. Who wants a fucking snowflake? Who should have it?
We should totally move here.
Wait, who's this? Is this Chris Pratt? No. I mean, I'll give it to Bucky, I don't know.
Thanks so much.
Oh, what's going on? Okay, I'm gonna die. Yeah, you know. Where is this Raccoon Man?
Double kill.
Someone
Very
needs a
confusing.
snowball in the face.
Yeah, so this guy just does whatever he wants back here.
This is a nice spot.
Be strong together.
How refreshing. Incoming.
Yeah, this is a weird little push we're doing, but you know.
That's what I needed.
I can't see that guy. Should be putting my snowflake on Penny Parker. Apparently she's just in deep all the time. Guys infiltrating the enemy establishment. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm so dead. This is negative. This is just not good. What can I do? What can I do? I can't even play my classic Adam Warlock. I like can't get off of support right now. Why do you play Jeff? Holy shit. I just feel like I get murdered anytime someone comes near me because the only tank that we have is behind their team. Go Cloak. I've never played that character in my life is the problem.
I'll patch you up. Hey, idiots! Turn around! Much better.
Okay, you know, this is not... So learn how? Brother, I play a fucking raccoon. I'm just a raccoon spammer, dude. And someone else picked my raccoon, so I'll play the only other character that I know how to play. I don't need to do anything.
Only 60 seconds left. Disappear!
Let's go!
I am ready to put on a show!
Oh, it's just me. It's just me and Doctor Strange, I guess.
Feeling fantastic. Thanks so much.
Enemy in front of us.
Tried our best. Poke is easier than Jeff and Rocket. Meh.
That's the boost I need.
At this point, I'll just not pick it just for you. Just for you. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't do it. Holy fuck. It's just a massacre anyway.
The current score is 0-0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
That's why you're hard stuck. I'm not hard stuck, brother.
I'm Luna Snow. Like the moon, I
Holy
shine in
fuck.
darkness.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Who are you
I'll play
calling
Raccoon
a
now.
huh?
And you never adapt. I don't care, brother. I just... You're... You mistaken me for someone who gives a shit about your opinion.
That doesn't belong to him.
Holy shit. I can get carried. I don't mind if I get carried.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Holy fuck.
Whoa. What year is it that you come from? What year is it anyway?
I know you don't care. Well, if you know I don't care, why are you wasting your time?
Right. Gotta be present.
You're mine.
Look at my life, dude. I fucking work so much, man.
Battle starts in
My
5,
life is not this
4,
game.
3,
Maybe yours is, but...
You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Yeah, we can't really win with missing person. My sarcasm's my ego? I don't even know what that means. I was being nice? No, you weren't. I don't have any ego. You literally told me that I want to be carried, and I said, yeah, sure. That's literally the minimum ego. Holy fuck. I know you got no friends. Holy fuck. You're funny, man. I said that because you were kind of being a dick. No, it wasn't out of nowhere. I was crashing out in chat, and I know. I'm really butthurt, man. I'm so sore. You got me good. I will say you've given me a pretty good impression of the platform. It took me this long to get someone who is a hater on TikTok. Most people have been pretty good. No, I said I don't play those characters, and then you said, no, you need to learn how. Just do it. It's easy. That's kind of a dick move, man. Having an ego.
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
If I've never played the character before, I'm not going to play it in diamond rank. That's just how it is.
Who am I gonna
Oh, I'm so
banish this
butthurt.
match?
You're right. You know what? You're so right. I'm so butthurt right now. Oh man, it's bad. Classic. Cock ass, yeah, exactly. Ultimate crash out. Oh, I can't think. Okay.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Your friends love you for sure. You just told me I don't have any friends. You're contradicting your own shit talk. It's sarcasm. Look, you're bad at text-based sarcasm, I guess. I didn't get it at all.
See, sure.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
People are done.
I was thinking, all spider people are connected to a spider totem.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I wonder if they're like raccoon totems.
You're projecting a little bit, I'm gonna be honest.
Also, what's a raccoon?
I think you're projecting a little bit, brother. Oh, I have no friends, I know.
Battle starts in 5,
Debate God. Thanks for the like, man.
2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Incoming. You're welcome.
Powering up.
That's much better.
That fucking hurt. That was tasty.
Wish I had that kind of time on my hands, yeah.
I'll patch you up.
I just think the guy started scrolling and then he met me and decided he wanted to pick on me. He's having a bad day. It's alright. Guys have bad days. Sometimes you get it out on TikTok.
You're ready for action.
Much better.
Who needs a power up? See, I'm fucking helpful. You're welcome.
Want me to pick on him? Nah, that's alright. The guy's having a bad enough day as it is, right? I don't want to, like, make his day worse. It's actually not what I'm here for.
Destination.
You're ready for action.
Oh, stay alive, please, Venom.
Disappear!
This is real firepower.
Judge, jury,
My good
It's my buddy. There it is. Again! We're not moving the cart. It's kind of an issue. Very therapeutic. Yeah.
I think I saw this sequel.
It is true though. That's the first time a guy on TikTok's tried to shit talk me. I kind of assumed most people on TikTok would try to shit talk me,
You're halfway there.
but most people have been good actually.
You're ready for action.
That's much better.
I saw one of these on a beach in Jersey once.
Armed and
Probably a snowflake. Yeah.
is down. You're ready for action.
Where's
Again.
Where there's their Bucky. There's my Bucky. I kind of like started going in this little hole and oh shit, I fucked up. A lot of times they don't even notice you're in that little hole. This guy knows though. He's also a raccoon player.
Things are gonna be different this time.
Wait, better move it or no.
You're welcome. Incoming.
Okay. Things are going pretty good. I'm gonna regroup. Yeah, this guy's dead. He's gonna proc his shield. Or not.
Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
No! Spiders don't go down as easy.
I don't know what's going on right now. I'm just getting murdered. Fuck. I fucked up on that ledge. You playing ranked? Yeah.
Get that vehicle moving again. Wow, 4 in a row.
Oh, he's still here. He's still here. I thought he was gone.
You're ready for action.
Bigger guns don't always mean better ones.
Armed and needs a power up.
Systems restored.
Wish this guy would play Punisher. He was so much better on Punisher.
You get a weapon! You get a weapon! You get a weapon!
Oh, he's getting in there.
I'll patch you up.
Beach in Jersey once.
Shields up.
Relay deployed. It
We
ain't
need to get Null's essence.
What was that random rubber band?
Target neutralized.
Looks like I'm the one doing the
Or
fighting.
momentum. Unlucky GG, go next. Okay, go next. Won't stop me. Oh, hi. Hi.
my good.
Are you
deed
Raph?
today. You're welcome.
Only 60 seconds left. Almost
Ooh, wall got closed on Buddy. Ooh, this is this is a little weird. I mean, Jeff does a lot of damage, actually.
I'm not gonna make it easy.
If you're pretty good with the ult, it's like it's pretty big too. Looks like this is as good as it's gonna get, though.
Get that vehicle moving again.
Oh my god, this guy's still here.
The final 10 seconds.
I'll patch you up. Armor patch here.
Anyone willing to help? You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Shields up.
Get ready to lock and overload. You're ready for action.
You get a weapon! You get a weapon! You get a weapon! Once I get you stuck.
Looks like we're gonna get it, I think.
Vehicle reached.
Basically calling you a genius raccoon? Yeah, sort of. This isn't a raccoon, though, don't you know?
I'll patch you up.
Powering up.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Whoever they are, they don't look friendly.
Oh, Spoderman, don't die.
You're ready for action.
Only 60 seconds.
Glad he's opted for the healthy way to deal with his anguish, yeah.
Don't let anything
This is real firepower.
As long as, you know, they're cool, you know, I don't worry about some guys shit talking me, that's fine.
I'll patch you up.
Judge, jury,
I'm not too worried about it.
This is real firepower!
Usually guys that are ragey, they make for some good content. That's like the upside, right? I'm not being that mean, bro. Oh, fuck. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Don't you go back on it now. Come on. Don't you go back on it.
So close! This is your big chance! You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
That's not... For some reason I thought that was Spoderman.
The current score is 3-2-0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
The right heroes could make all the difference.
This went okay, I guess. It was kind of sketchy. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to read this game. Sometimes it feels like, eh, we didn't do so bad. And then, like, you get the side switch, and then they just destroy you. They, like, murder you. Like, you defend the first point, and then you just can't take it. They won't get far. Okay. My teammate believes.
In 30 seconds. Stay strong.
My teammate believes. They won't get far, man.
Got this, sweetheart. How much you want for it?
No, Rocket. You know Spider isn't for sale.
How about just one arm? No? Ah, come on! You're killing me, kid.
Not yet. That'd be cool if I were you.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
These photo energy readings are gonna blow out the sentry, Spider.
I'll patch you up.
Much better.
A little help, please.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's just hard because I feel like a lot of times these guys that play Bucky, they're just fucking all over the place. Punisher, it's not so bad, but... They kind of just run out of the fucking... the thing most of the time.
I'll patch you up.
Another fearsome foe.
There's a guy behind us.
Back in action.
This is real firepower!
They look like they mean
You're
business.
ready for action.
Good to go. Shields up.
My good deed for the day.
We are undefeatable. Fire mode.
I'll patch you up.
Oh shit. Yeah, as soon as he said that, I was fucked.
Rockets launching again.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Anyone willing to help?
I'll patch you up.
Getting worried.
Those guys are about one step.
Yep.
Vehicle.
Yep. I just moved really bad.
We make a good team.
Spoderman got me.
Some revenge.
So I moved like shit.
I'll patch you up.
They faded halfway. Stop them.
My good deed for the day. You get a web, and you get a web, and you get a web.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man! Jeez, her and Spider. Nice.
See, I'm fucking helpful.
You're getting really angry, brother.
I'll patch you up.
He's got the caps out. He's decided to get the caps lock out. I'm not playing Pro Belt. No, I don't know who Pro Belt is, but you're right. I'm not playing Pro Belt.
The next version of the nice.
Alright, I'm gonna put down my respawn beacon. That's on cooldown. You're right. I should do that.
This is real firepower.
We defeated
Gotta hide from Chris Pratt, who wants my ass.
You're ready for action.
Spider mode.
Watch out, they're headed our way.
Ready for a boost?
Powering up.
See, you're welcome.
Namor's brought in some freaky reinforcements.
We did it! We killed them.
You have no clue how long I've wanted to do that, Namor.
I'll patch you up. Treat.
He stopped them in their tracks.
Yeah, you keep telling me to do things that are on cooldown. That's a strange concept.
My good deed for the day. Ready for a boost? You're ready for action. Fucking nasty.
Spiders don't go down this easy. Powering up.
I've got eyes on an
No
enemy.
need to ult, brother. Relax. We're chilling. No need to ult yet.
He stopped them in their tracks.
Team player. That's me. Ow, that fucking hurt. I'll patch you up.
Only 60 seconds left. Shields up. We are undefeatable.
This is real firepower. Real firepower.
Gotta watch out for Chris Pratt.
Behold the god of thunder!
The God of Thunder. Holy fuck. Okay, no more spamming, bud. Okay, look. No more spamming, alright? I know you're excited, but let's not spam.
Gotta stop that vehicle.
Hold them off. We almost got this. Stick together.
Affirmative.
Here comes trouble.
Relay deployed. It ain't
Chance to stop them. The final 10 seconds. Feeling fantastic. Spider mode. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
my good deed for the day. I'll patch you up.
Yeah, see, look, man. Okay, we won the game. You don't have to spam stuff at me, okay? Everything's fine. Relax. Holy shit.
Another epic victory.
Tealing single grain. You got it, friends. All I did was click heal. Yeah, I like to do that. It's fun. You know, I heard there was a raccoon player who didn't do damage up to Celestial. That was pretty cool. I want to be like him. Great job, team. You did it. All right. We'll get some Teeling single grain. Ooh. Alright. Here's this one. Where's my Teeling single grain? There it is. Alright, I'll be right back. You're drinking alcohol at 10 a.m.? Well, no, I'm not going to drink alcohol right now, but I will later. I'm an overnight worker, you see. So I drink alcohol and I go to bed and then I work while you sleep. That's how it works. That's how it works around here. Alright. Oh, it really still doesn't want to come out, eh? It's still 10 a.m.? That doesn't matter, brother. It's all relative. If you don't understand that, I'm sorry. I missed deliveries yesterday? Oh, you did! We can show you, though. We can show you. We got all kinds of exciting things. There's some of them right here. Some of them. I was at the office. Yeah, I know. Alright. So thank you, Mr. Bee's Knees. 9 months with us. Pour some of this Teeling single grain Irish whiskey, 100% Cabernet Sauvignon cask matured into our Community Infinity bottle. 46% alcohol, non-chill filtered, probably colored, but then again, you know, when we compare this bottle, look how dark this is, Bee's Knees, compared to the one you have. Yours looked really like pale. So you would think if this was colored, then ours should look the same, shouldn't they? In there, and that goes. Got that picture with a lighter colored background, but it looks lighter for sure. Yeah, well, I know that like it was kind of in like a straw colored like shelf or cabinetry or something, but still, like, this is very dark looking. This is very bourbon looking. You know what I mean? Whereas yours kind of more looked like bourbon barrel scotch looking, at least from what it seemed like. Ugh. What was the point of that? Yeah, what was the point of that anyway? Ah, my friend, I hope you're of legal drinking age. But you have some things to learn about fine spirits, I think. Don't worry, if you want to know about fine spirits, you're in the right place. Yeah, so this is our Community Infinity bottle. There's a mix of all kinds of different spirits in here. They make an interesting, new and interesting flavor experience every time. Don't drink alcohol, it's haram. Oh, you're one of those. Brother, if you believe alcohol is haram, okay, you're in the wrong place. I wish you well to a different broadcast. My chakra is depleting. Oh, it definitely is. I can just feel my chakra depleting. This guy's good entertainment, though. Like, honestly. You guys on Twitch don't see him, but he's funny. Alright, yeah, so... What time is it? I mean, we can talk about some alcohol stuff. Yeah, so what came yesterday? Okay, so one of the things that came yesterday was this one here. This is Martell Cognac VSOP. You can find an Epic combines chats like into like so that you can see his chat. You can see the TikTok chat. There is something that does that, but not with TikTok. I think it only does it with YouTube and maybe Kick. And basically what it does is, like, if they talk in YouTube, then it, like, the bot will post it into Twitch and stuff like that. Or it'll appear here sometimes. There's ones that do that too. The problem is TikTok has its own, like, its chat is like its own thing or something like that. Like, the OBS plugin I'm using to stream vertically, they can't seem to get the TikTok chat to integrate with the other chats for some reason. So, it's something to do with TikTok being a little bit of a pain in the butt. Anyway, yeah, so I said we're going to try a new cognac. Here's a new one. This is one that, again, this is one of the major cognac houses, Martell. But this one's not available where I'm at. We just get Courvoisier, Hennessy, and Remy Martin. So we don't have Martell around here at all. So we got this one in the box. There's one. This is, again, just 40% alcohol, 80 proof. Just a typical VSOP cognac as far as I know. Ooh. I guess I could go in food and drink. I didn't think you'd buy cognacs. I have a couple other ones. Did you not see my other cognacs? We have this one. This is the Larson extra old. This is the Courvoisier one that we have. So, like, I have some, but it's like, it's not like a major focus, obviously. But, like, you know, we like to try and experiment with new stuff. Like, I got this, while you were gone, we tried this, gin, this one. And I was so pleasantly surprised that this gin was, like, completely different than the other gin. So that kind of made me really excited. It just looks like clear liquid like the other gin that I have. But this one was all like bready and dark spices and gingerbread and stuff. That was so interesting. I loved that this was so different. So yeah, that's kind of like the idea is like, yeah, this is only the third cognac that I have. But we'll try a bunch of different cognacs. And I'd like to try brandies. I'd like to get some more brandies. But brandies are even harder to get than cognac around here. Gin is great when you get away from generic bar pour brands. Yeah, I don't even know what the bar pour brands are. I just know that like the one that I bought there was recommended by Loriander, which he's around like in Collins Stream. I don't know if you know him, but he's like in Collins Stream and stuff like that. He's around. But he had like, he said he was going to give me a list of gins that were kind of interesting to try and meet. And that was one of the ones that he recommended, this Sipsmith one. And there's some other ones, but I haven't gotten to those yet. But this is just the newest one that I tried. Beefeater Bombay. Yeah, like those really dry ones. Yeah. Let's change category just for a minute, or at least maybe forever. Who knows? We'll just write alcohol. That's a appropriate stream title, right? Alcohol. Yeah, we'll call this alcohol. There's somebody viewing on Kick. Hi, hello, Kick viewer. Thank you for coming to my broadcast. Call it a haram stream. I should probably do that, but it's kind of like rude, so I don't. Try not to be rude about it, but at the same time. I think our friend from TikTok left because my stream is haram. You collect them, not halal mood, but it's okay. Yeah, no. I obviously am not Muslim. Man, I prefer to call myself like a taster, but it's kind of a collection. Yeah, it's becoming a collection very quickly. You're not wrong. We got some more though. Hold on. I'm just changing my stream title so people don't come out here expecting me to play Marvel Rivals, even though it is running and in the background. Maybe I should like stop this like random noise. We'll turn it down a little bit. Yeah. Some Muslims drink too. Yeah, I don't know the. I'm ignorant enough to not know which Muslims aren't okay with alcohol. I have no idea. I just know that the major theocracies don't like it. That's all I know. Steph's Muslim friends drink. Yeah, like I'm sure there's different like followings in the same way with like Christian-based religions, right? It's probably like some people believe this, and some are more orthodox, and some are less orthodox, and whatever. Right? But I'm just not. I'm ignorant enough to not know the difference between the Muslim, we'll say, beliefs, the different versions of them. In the same way that I don't know the difference really between like what Protestants do and what Baptists do. I have no clue. All I know is this is a broadcast that talks about alcohol, and if you're not okay with that, you probably shouldn't be here. That I do know. What else do we get? So one of the ones we got yesterday was this one. This is Aberfeldy 16. And this is kind of like to go with our Aberfeldy 21 that we have. So I got this Aberfeldy 21. It was a really great price. So we got this 21. This is the oldest. This is the oldest whiskey I own now. But the thing is like I've never had an Aberfeldy before, so it kind of felt weird to be like, hey, I'm just going to rip the 21. I've never had an Aberfeldy before. So, and it comes in this like cool box, right? I don't know if you were here, Ben, when we opened this one, but what's the damage on all these? Okay. But what you do have to know is if you order from Alberta, it's a lot cheaper. That's all you have to know. Wife happy or no? Look, there is whiskey on the floor, Ben. But there is also books on the floor. And I'm going to tell you they're not mine, okay? So yeah, so we got this 21, and this one, the 21, is a mix of ex-bourbon, first fill ex-bourbon, refill ex-bourbon, and sherry butts blended. Okay, and then we opened this one. This is the 16, and I was like, wait a second. This one is 5 years younger, but it's darker. Like, how is that even possible? What's going on here? Build a library of leather-bound books and fine whiskey. That's pretty much what we're going for, somewhat. So how does that make any sense? Well, that's because this one is actually different. So this one here is refill, first fill, and rechar ex-bourbon, 16 years. And then 6 months in deluxe. They added the word deluxe, so we have to use the word deluxe. Deluxe first fill Oloroso sherry. So this entire bottle has spent 6 months in sherry. That's why it's so dark. Whereas this one only has some sherry maturation in the blend of it. Some of it is all bourbon maturation. So that's why, despite the fact that this one is 5 years older, it's lighter in color than the 16. But yeah, so we'll do the 12, the 16, and the 21. Nothing is deluxe until you've had bourbon. That's right. Nothing is deluxe till you've had bourbon. Here it is. The famed bourbon. And I try to figure out what Tabor corn is. And all I could kind of tell is that they grow it around Alberta or something. I don't know if it's like, or what it is, but yeah, we also got our little, it's a single barrel. It's a BSW single barrel of Tabor corn bourbon. And this is it's two New Charred Oak barrels, but I can't remember how old that is exactly, but I know they put it in, it's like a double barrel. It's almost like a double oaked, but not quite. It's a double barrel bourbon. So yeah, that did come too. And when we showed these, I actually threw the stuff out, but it's almost impressive the way this stuff was packaged. It was like in these hard plastic sleeves that were air cushioned. It was like not like bubble wrap, but like they were like sleeves made for long bottles, hard plastic bubble wrap kind of thing. They looked like they were just in giant plastic, hard plastic pillows. It looked quite well packaged. Different than the Craft Cellars one that we got, where like this one came Craft Cellars, this 21. And it was kind of like, these ones were kind of like all the bottles were bubble wrapped together and then taped together. Whereas these ones had their own little bubble wrap sleeve. And then that was all in a bunch of packing peanuts. So really well packaged. I would ship a $1,000 bottle with BSW. Also, the other thing too, with BSW is normally you can pick like what courier. They only had one courier that would deliver to me, and it's a healthcare supply company that temperature controls the package the entire time. So if you like got wine or something like that, it would be climate controlled the whole journey. And it was like kind of wild. Their website was very like commercial. Like I've never had anything delivered by this ATS company before. ATS Healthcare. It's like a healthcare supplies company. But they also do liquor. It was really great too, actually. It took a little while to get to me, and I think it was because like their depot is not in this city, so they had to have like enough packages to like make it worth a trip, because their depot is like a few hours away. But can't complain about the packaging. Can't complain about the random commercial healthcare delivery company. Seemed like pretty chic. The shipping was about the same as the Canada Post shipping. So how much are shipping costs? It's around $55 for me. I don't know what it is to where you are, but for me it's $55. But the thing is like the temperature controlled healthcare shipping that this one came in was the same $55 as the Canada Post shipping this one came in. So that being said, closer should be a bit cheaper. I would think so. But the thing is like, it's not like Lickbo and ANBL where they put something on sale and it's like 10% off. Things there go on real cheap deal, like real cheap deal. Like if you just get something on a deal, it pays for the shipping and then you buy whatever else you want. What's the website called? So this one came from BSW Liquor. This is a single. It's easy. It's easy in this instance because this was a barrel pick. This is a single barrel pick for this particular company. This is the one that came with the like healthcare supply company. But this one came with Craft Cellars. This one. The BSW store seems like it has more stuff. But there are also other shops that I haven't tried. There's like ZYN. What is it, like Keg and Oak or something like that. There's Sierra Springs. These other ones kind of have like rougher websites. Seems like these guys had a pretty good website, and these guys have like a slightly worse but a little bit janky but still not bad website. But there's all kinds of like, what else was there? Platina or something like that was another one. Do a bit of browsing time once the Stones Cloud. Yeah, sometimes you get real good deals, it seems like. Pretty much everything I bought was way cheaper than what I would pay if I bought it here, including shipping. What else is there? All right, we got a rum. This is your classic Smith and Cross traditional Jamaican rum, Navy strength, 57% alcohol. Pure pot still Jamaican rum. So we tried some of those aged rums that are just available near me. They were fine. Most of them didn't score very well when I rated them. But they were only a little funky. My understanding is that the Smith & Cross stuff is real funky. This is some real funky Jamaican stuff. So I think this is like a really common cocktail ingredient too, this particular Smith & Cross Jamaican rum. So we're going to try that one too. This one's on deck. And I'm also really excited about this Proof 57% alcohol. All the other rums I have are like 40 or 43%, I think. 57% alcohol. Yeah. Get some real flavor in there. Oh, I think that limited cask plantation thing I have is like 50% alcohol. But yeah, kind of excited for that thing. What else is there? There's a Smith & Cross thing, Never Felty stuff. What else came? I think that's it out of like that box. But we also, this fucking thing. So we also got some stuff from Shelter Point, and this is a distillery in Vancouver, Vancouver Island. This thing, this one came direct from the distillery. They shipped this horizontally. They shipped a cask strength single malt horizontally. And I get the feeling that it spent some time upside down. The fact that this bottle is this empty was not because I drank this much. And this is not the cork. This is a Redbreast cork. So, it's in the VOD, but basically I opened this and it came in like a hard shell, like a hard, like egg carton kind of shell on both sides. But basically it was like on the shoulder right when I opened it. And it was sealed. It was all sealed up top. And I was like, well, how the fuck is that even possible? And basically when we opened the seal, the entire cork was saturated with whiskey. It was wet still. So what clearly happened is either it spent some time upside down or just the fact that it was horizontal, but it spent some amount of time upside down. The cork got saturated with the cask strength whiskey. It ate through some amount of the cork and started to spill out of the top some amount. I don't know where it went. It didn't seem to be like wet other than like the cork was damp, and it was like a little bit of wet on the top of the shelter point cork. But basically, as soon as I tried to take the cork out, the top came right off. The little bit of glue that held the cork to the top of the stopper piece, whatever you want to call this, was just like a giant like flake cake. And the actual cork itself, I actually kind of wish I kept it, but I threw it out. But the actual cork itself was deformed into like an oblong shape. And half of it was saturated with whiskey. Like it was darker than the rest of it. Like you could tell the wood in the like topper part was saturated with whiskey and it had deformed. That being said, we drank some and it tastes perfectly fine. So there's nothing wrong with it. We lost like a dram out of it. But shipping got to this one, unfortunately. That being said, this is 58.7% alcohol, cask strength, shelter point, single malt Scotch whiskey, not single malt Scotch whiskey, single malt Canadian whiskey, not Scotch whiskey. I'm just so used to saying Scotch whiskey. Rolls right off the tongue. Yeah, so this is their cask strength variety, which is not available near me. I can buy, we tried the smoke point before, and I can buy like the classic single malt, and the one that's aged in like virgin oak barrels. But this is the cask strength. Those other ones are at 46% alcohol, 58.7% alcohol, so much more flavor. Yeah, so but the other thing I did is Shelter Point has like some kind of exclusive membership club, which costs some amount of money. So I signed up for this club, and basically what it is they send you a couple Glens with the Shelter Point logo on them. So we got those. They were fine. You get a pin. Where'd my pin go? You get this little pin. Shelter Point Whiskey Club. And basically what they do is they get 3 shipments out of the year, where they do special limited releases that normally I think come out at 46% alcohol. And my understanding of it is that normally they come out at 46% alcohol, but if you're in the club, you get a half bottle. So I got this half bottle, so 375 milliliters of the like limited release, but it's at cask strength instead of 46% alcohol. So this one is 59.5% alcohol. And it doesn't really say anything on the bottle. It just says it's release number 2. But as far as I know, this is the only way to get these releases is through their club. And of course they're at our favorite strength, cask strength.
It's so cute.
It's so cute, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll get 2 more of these. And basically this one, they sent me a little card, like, because this doesn't say anything on it. They sent me this little card that basically tells me like what this is. And this particular one is called Seaweed and Peat, release number 2, Seaweed and Peat. And this is distilled in 2017, rebarreled in 2020, and then bottled in 2024. So it's 7 years old. And it spent those 3 years, so 2017 to 2020, in first fill ex-bourbon. Then spent the next 4 years in a first fill barrel that was smoked with Vancouver Island seaweed and local island peat. I'm assuming from Vancouver Island. They didn't say Vancouver Island peat, but they did say local island peat. So I don't know if it's like some little island off that main Vancouver Island or what, but local peat apparently, and seaweed from Vancouver Island. So that's kind of wild. 4 years in weird Vancouver Island terroir smoky barrel. Going to be so interesting to try this one. And this is also the interesting thing about this is made 50%. It's kind of confusing how it's written here, but I assume basically how it's written that 50% of the whiskey in here is from unmalted barley that they grew at the distillery. That's pretty fucking terroir. And then the other 50% is malted barley that was grown in British Columbia. So at least it's all British Columbia barley. Half of it is from literally the distillery, from the farm at the distillery, I guess. Similar to like what Kilhoman does. It's like they grow their own shit, basically. And they have some releases that are entirely their own barley. I don't know if that really is going to make any difference once you fucking put that through a pot still. But maybe. So yeah, that was the other interesting note. So yeah, we'll get 2 more of these little club releases at some other point throughout the year. And they also have some limited, like, exclusive limited bottlings that they do that are only available to you if you're in the club. You have to be in the club to buy these, like, unicorn barrel bottles. So we'll see what that's about. The last one I heard about was they had an 18-year-old rye whiskey and something else. It's like a single barrel 18-year-old rye whiskey, something else about it. I can't remember what it was, but interesting stuff. And of course, it's all at cask strength. Yeah, so that's what appeared yesterday. No way, you're still live. I'm back. Oh, I'm still live. Don't you worry. We're talking about alcohol a little bit, though. I hope you're okay with that. I don't know. Some of you guys from other platforms, you may not know, but this is an alcohol-related channel. Especially if you're on YouTube. You are on YouTube, but if you click on my channel, you'll see there's lots of alcohol-related videos on my channel. So I don't just play games. I play some games and do some alcohol. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else was new since like you left, Ben. Because we got a whole bunch of stuff in here that I think you probably haven't seen, but got a stupid amount of snow already? How bad is it out there? 4 centimeters an hour? Remember me? I do remember you. You're 23? Well, at least you're legal drinking age. That's good. That being said, consume in moderation. You're a young pup, and you can probably take more than I can. But everything in moderation. We do moderation here. When's the last time I've been drunk? Do you even remember the last time I've been drunk? Right. I have this much alcohol around, and I can't remember the last time I've been drunk. So. Not like blackout drunk. No. I've never been blackout drunk.
The most you've ever been, smile on your face.
Dumb smile on your face drunk. We did get some more ard bags. I think you probably haven't seen these ard bags, but we have a whole bunch of ard bags now. These are so good, these ard bags. But we have this one. This one we talked about, I think, a little bit on the Discord channel, but we're gonna open this spectacular ard bag if I get a 20 sub points. Oh. Spectacular. Oh, you're back, Crassus. How are you? Are you gonna report some new things to me? What the hell is that? When are they patching the game? You can tell me that, at least. Twisted Tea review when? Twisted Tea review. Who knows? Yeah, I guess. They don't have a date for the, like, no teaser yet, I guess. Well, they've been giving lots of information. Is there no teaser trailer yet? 21st or 28th? Oof, that's rough. Marvel Rivals is getting patched on the 21st. We might have to play some of that instead. I gotta get to... What I've been told is if I get to Grandmaster before the 21st, I get some kind of reward. So hopefully we can get to Grandmaster before the 21st of February. That gives us a week. We can get Grandmaster in a week, right? I was 1 win away from ranking up to Diamond 2 today. That just means I'm like, you know, maybe like 8 wins plus from Grandmaster. That's achievable. We could do that. It would be very weird though, because it'd be the first time I've ever been Grandmaster in a game. Like ever. I've never been Grandmaster in a game. I feel like it's probably just not that hard in this game, but I think it's just an icon that goes into the upper right-hand corner of your gamer card. Is that what it is? It said like Crest of Honor. I don't know what that means. Gold 3, you get a skin. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know what it meant by Crest of Honor. I know it said if you were like in the like elite ranking, the one above all ranking, you got a special Crest of Honor or something. But yeah. Is it permanent? Do you know if it's permanent or is it just like for the next season or something like that? Is it like the kind of thing where like if you keep getting Crests of Honor it like I mean, this is the first, is this the first season or is this the second season? I don't know. I'm not sure. I see. Because like if you played for a whole bunch of seasons, then you'd be like some kind of decorated veteran. You'd have like a bunch of crests all lined on your thingamajig. That'd be kind of cool. I'm behind on my sample bottles, but it's because we're kind of running out of sample bottles. I ordered some more sample bottles. There was a season year 0. This is season 1. Oh, okay, I see. I have a build I can't leak. Is it super secret? Or is it like... Is it some kind of Dan thing where they figured some bullshit out and they don't want to tell anybody? I'm looking at a pod with raised zombies in it. That sounds like minions. Stout is lined up for Saturday. Oh boy. Man, what time is it on Saturday? $3 p.m. Okay. Yeah, our friend Ben is live on Saturday at 3 p.m. I might also be live at Saturday at 3 p.m. though. Wild times. Got linked in Discord and Jung went live within 10 seconds. Jung is leaking Dan's pop instantly. Well, I mean... You shouldn't give him anything. I mean, don't you expect this to happen? Don't you expect this to happen? Chug, chug, chug. Although if you do Saturdays more, then I'll be able to make it more. But fucking... I'm 5 days a week again. It's dog shit. I hate it. 5 days a week sucks. Do not recommend. I don't recommend working 5 days a week. It sucks. Just in case you had to be told that. What we're going to do today, I think we're going to spin the wheel, because I don't know what I'm doing. It's time to spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Wheel of Fortune. Thursday's become a spin the wheel kind of day. Spin the wheel and fumble around. Friday Eve. What does it say? Johnny Walker Black? Why? Why would we do that? Like I need a wheel for beer styles? You could. If you've got a little bit of a cellar going, you could do that. That's the thing about spirits is you can just hoard them, so it becomes egregious. This wheel is becoming egregious, and I haven't put any new stuff in it. There's probably like another 10 another 10 or 12 little triangles that are supposed to go in here. Let's see if we can add it to TikTok and vertical. Sorry guys, the wheel's not on here right now. I'm gonna try to fix it for you right now. Live, we're gonna do it live. This is a browser captured application, right? Add existing, wheel, add source. There it is! Look, it wasn't hard. Whoa! Hold on. There it is. Here's the spinning wheel. Make it a little bigger. It kind of looks like mega shit. There it is. The wheel is live on vertical. It was that easy. Hey, Cap, how's it going? I'm here again. You're here again. I appreciate your presence. I think I'm going to spin this again, though. I don't want to drink Johnny Walker Black for no reason. Fucking blended scotch, man. Sometimes it's just not it. It's cold. It's snowing like fuck now. I'll tell you that much. We could drink this again. I've drank this recently, though. What do you guys think? AB compare Lafroig Sherry Cask with Johnny Black. We'll get something out of that. One last respin. Okay. Just for you, Cap. We'll do it. I should make a... Actually, what I should do is I should make a points redeem to respin the wheel. That would be a good one. Talisker 10. I wonder how much of this is left. This one's really low. Re-rolling? Look, Crosses, it's a free country. We can roll as many times as we want. We can also just completely ignore the wheel and do something else. What's your karma for daily Marvel rivals? It hasn't been daily. I played that indie car game 2 days in a row. It was pretty cool too. I liked that game. It was a good time. I wish we could like get these Aberfeldies going though. I'm being tempted by these multiple Aberfeldies that are around me. I think my Talisker is really low. Shit part with these low ones is kind of like... I feel like if I kill this bottle, I'm going to have to buy a new one. I don't want to have to buy a new one. I want to buy stuff I've never had before, not rebuy things I've already had. But some of these are like Talisker. It's like some of these are ones that like you have to like keep some amount of this around. Because if you want to do a comparison, like, hey, what's this taste like compared to that? Like, you kind of need to have some of this liquid around. And of course, in the Diageo tradition, the price of this fucking whiskey has gone up so much. And one of the things actually, about Talisker that's kind of weird is so they have like the 10, and they also have the Storm, and they also have the Sky, and they're all around the same price. Like they're within like $20 of each other. I don't really know what the like point of all of that is. Maybe it's the kind of thing where we got to get all three and just taste. We'll do a taste off and see what we feel about them. But it seems like if you're gonna pay like $120 for a Talisker, you would get the one with a 10-year age statement rather than the ones that don't have an age statement. I don't even know the difference. And when I look them up, it's like, hey, what's the difference between Talisker Storm and Talisker Sky? And it's like, one might have more refill barrels in it. It's like, okay, why is this warrant another product? You know, there's some of this left though. There's like, I don't know, a few drams left in this. From the oldest distillery on the Isle of Skye. Well, there probably isn't too many up there. So what could we do? What could we do with this? If we're gonna waste some Talisker, we could do a compare. What should we compare this to? We could do a quick comparison. It's a good way to use this. Mix it with Coke? No, no, no. Oh shit, one of my things is fucked up. Hold on. Delete that row. Streamer listen. I'm listening, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna change my tune. Your raised zombies count as corpses. Yeah. Is that new? I don't think that's new. That's new? Doesn't that already exist, though? Does that only exist in 2? And they put it in 1? Is that what it is? I thought that already existed. So again, this is an island scotch. It's smoked. Slightly smoked. There's a gem that's new in 1. For some reason, I thought there was already a gem that was one of those fucking transfigured gems or whatever it's called that did that. But clearly I'm wrong. I think we've already done a comparison with the Talisker. There was a day we did like a 4-way lightly peated scotch or medium peated scotch comparison. So it's like kind of hard to not do that exact same thing over again. We haven't tried. Actually, we could try it against the Ben Romac. That might be a good one. Yeah, let's do that. Because when we did that comparison, we didn't have the Benro. And the Benro is also a moderately peated one. I need to get more Benro stuff. It's kind of a cool distillate. All right. Where am I getting pinged from? Being pinged by Dark and Darker. We're gonna go ahead and mute that server.
No, I'm hungry. Really had arguments? It seems me. What do you mean, no? It was like 10 minutes ago.
Mom already wants to strangle the child who's home from school. Finally downloaded TikTok again, had to change my location to Canada. Did they reban it? Is that what happened? I thought I thought Donald Trump unbanned it. Did they reban it? Weird. Wild. They removed it off the App Store. Oh, I see. I see. Well, maybe some enterprising American will buy it or something. I don't know. Alright, so. Get some Benro out. So we got here. We got our randomly selected Talisker 10. This is a Diageo product from the Talisker distillery. It is, despite the fact, wait, is this considered island? Hold on, let me make sure this is still considered island. Is this, would we call this an island scotch? Yeah, this is wrong. For some reason this says Highland on it, and I had to make sure that this fucking thing wasn't connected to the mainland. But save that. Man, when you have so many bottle notes, sometimes they're wrong. Because you try to do them efficiently. Yeah, so Island single malt Scotch whiskey, 45.8% alcohol, 91.6 proof. It is chill filtered and it is color added because why not? It's Diageo. Just do both things to all of your products. We only have a little bit left. We're kind of getting to the tail end of this one. And then I'll probably have to buy a new one. Very sad. This is ex-bourbon, so 10 years ex-bourbon at 20 ppm roughly. So that's door number one here. And then next off, we have the Ben Romack 10-year-old. And this is from the Ben Romack distillery. But this is a Gordon and MacPhail product. This is owned by IGM. This little distillery. Speyside single malt Scotch whiskey, 43% alcohol, 86 proof. It is chill filtered? Yeah, chill filtered. Chill filtered, but it is of natural color. And this is 10 years in first fill ex-bourbon and ex-sherry hogsheads. So there is some sherry in this one. But of course, we found the interesting thing about this thing is this distillery is run by two people, apparently. Two guys apparently run this thing. Literally two. This guy on the bottle, Keith Crickshanks. Keith Crickshank. That's one of the two guys. Who knows who the other guy is? That was funny. That was the funny thing about when we looked at this is apparently two guys run this, and this Keith guy, he was, you know, pretty clear that guy ran the place, but who's the other one guy? You know, you think you would like mention the other one guy at some point, whoever that other guy is, you know, the one other guy that makes it all work. You think you would mention him, but I couldn't figure out who the other guy was. But Keith's there. Keith's making it happen. What is the PPM of this, though? Let's see if we can quickly... I don't have the PPM written. I do have the PPM of the Talisker written as 20. And PPM is not the end-all be-all to how peated something is. But it's a rough idea of like, hey, how peated was the barley? This says 10 to 12 ppm. So this one should be less smoky still. It is apparently only about 10 ppm. This one here also has some sherry in it. And they use exclusively first fill. It says on here, exclusively first fill cask matured. But I think that Talisker is like a mix. It's probably a vatting of multiple different states. There's probably some first fill ex-bourbon. There's probably some refill. They might even have some rechar. They don't really say. But it is ex-bourbon matured. Whereas this one says exclusively first fill. Technically, they just have to be refill ex-bourbon to say ex-bourbon maturation, right? So, if they don't specify first fill, they're not necessarily first fill. So, we'll pour a little bit of this. Well, people love the Ben Romac. That's something that I've been learning more and more is people love this particular brand. And despite the fact that apparently the distillery is run by literally two fucking people, this is everywhere. You can get this everywhere. It's available. I don't know if most people just don't like it. That's why it's on the shelf or what. But, man, you can get this everywhere for a small distillery. As soon as I say this, it's just going to dry up or something. But a lot of what people like about Ben Romac is the distillate's kind of interesting. There's a mix of barrels. There's a little bit of smokiness, just a little bit though. And of course, this Talisker has been open for a while, so logically, what we know about what happens to peated whiskeys after they sit around for a while is they're less peated. So this actually might be a even better, closer smoke comparison than it'd seem, because this Talisker should be a much smokier whiskey, but it's been sitting around for a while. It's on a low bottle, so it might come across a little less smoky. It's on its end of its smoky journey, if you will. The bottle is at its probably least smoky point. All right. And if we so choose, we can even add something else in here. Instead of restarting TikTok, I just left TikTok on us playing Marvel Rivals. So maybe we'll get some people in here who are playing Marvel Rivals. But, oh well. You can't change your stream category on TikTok unless you restart the stream. I fucking hate that. Okay, we'll give this a minute to chill out. So the Ben Roma is a natural color here. This is a natural 10-year-old sherry bourbon mix. The Ben Roma. And this Talisker, unfortunately, has had some extra fake tanner involved with it. So we can't say much about the color of this one. But if we wanted to compare them anyway, they're very similar. Very similar. Now, the Talisker is entirely ex-bourbon matured. So if it wasn't colored, you would expect probably the Talisker to be lighter because the Ben Roma is got sherry barrels involved, which would deeply influence its coloration. There's no way at the same age, I would think, that they should be the same color. Bro, you're still drinking? I haven't drinking anything yet. I never drank nothing yet. Don't complain. I didn't even touch the liquid yet. Fuck. Weirdo. But yeah, so they're about the same color despite the fact that one's died. Bro, you're still drinking. Holy shit, man. I can talk about alcohol for a really long time without drinking it, brother. Look, I'm telling you, man. If you feel like alcohol is haram, this is the wrong place for you. I wish you well to another broadcast. I'm glad that you came back to try to see me play more Marvel Rivals, though. I'm assuming that's why you're here. That or just to shit talk the fact that I'm drinking alcohol. One of the two things. Okay. So the Benro. I got some nice orchard fruit flavors in there. A little bit smoky, just a bit of like a whisper, maybe a little bit more than a whisper of like campfire smoke. There's not a whole lot else to this right off the rip. Get a good amount of sweetness. Man, it's kind of like really assaulting my nostrils a little bit for 43% alcohol. It's definitely really like bright and vibrant for this much alcohol. I don't know if I need to give that more of a minute or what, but as soon as I go to get into the aroma of that one, it's singeing me a little bit. So Talisker is coming out a little bit sweeter, a little bit smokier still. It's also kind of saltier. Yeah, I get more like caramel vanilla on the Talisker. There's a little bit of like a berry fruit thing. A little bit of smoke, but it's like overall, it's like it comes across saltier. We'll go back on the Benro. kind of can really tell that the Benro's got some sherry impact, kind of after we come off the Talisker. You get more of a, like a dried fruit, like maybe a little bit of nuttiness that probably you wouldn't get without doing a comparison, maybe. That being said, it's still a little bit sweet. You still get a little bit of vanilla on this one. Yeah, still getting a little bit of vanilla on that Benro. These are actually a lot similar than I would have thought. I'd say the major difference is the Taliskers come across more on the thicker sweetnesses, like your caramel area. And it has like a little bit of a subtle berry fruit thing. Which is kind of weird because, again, this is one of those things where it's like, well, it's entirely bourbon barrel matured. How are we getting like berry fruit out of this? And sometimes that does happen, like especially with like refill Lagavulins or like refill Ardbeg. You get a little bit of a berry. That being said, the peaty characteristics and the smoke characteristics are like maybe like a little bit stronger on the Talisker. And then we get back into the Benromach, it's pretty clear more of that like dried fruit. A little bit of like maybe nut kind of component is what stands out to me. And that would make sense, right? Because there's some sherry involved in this bottle. I don't know the percentage, but there's some sherry involved in this blend. There's no sherry involved in the Talisker. So that little bit of like dried fruit nut kind of thing is probably one that's going to stick out when we compare these. That being said, surprising to me, I still get some like vanilla characteristics on this Benroma. A little bit of fruitiness in there. But the Talisker is still way more salty, a little bit more peat, a little bit sweeter. And the fruits on the Talisker, kind of more berry and apricot. And then the fruits on the Benroma, kind of more in the dried fruit realm. With some like glances at those orchard fruit characteristics. Alright. So the Talisker is higher proof, so we'll go with that one second. So the Benroma 10-year-olds. Sludgeva. I don't have any water. Hold the phone. I'm gonna get some water. You know, I didn't think too much about it, but I keep realizing every time I look into my preview camera, it looks like I just have so much fucking alcohol around. The desk feels very cluttered. But I suppose it is. I fail to see the problem. Exactly. There's no problem, but it's just like enough that it's notable. All right. Again, I guess part of it too is like I seen some of like I rewatched some of the broadcasts where like my desk is clean and clear, and I'm like, that's so kind of weird. Like it actually looks worse when there isn't a bunch of alcohol on it, and I don't mean that from I mean that because it like just it seems very thematic when there's alcohol on it, and just plain when there isn't. But with the Ben Roma, get a little bit of that fruity character. Pretty sweet though, but it's accompanied by a soft smoke. You kind of get a growing earthiness getting into like the end of the palate. And the finish is like a little bit earthy, still pretty sweet. You get some oak in there, a little bit of those dried fruits. Not that spicy actually. Yeah, it's kind of surprising. Normally you would get between like, you know, the different barrelings, you would expect kind of like getting some amount of spiciness in here, but that's not that spicy. But the most interesting part, I guess, is like this subtle smoky aspect. The peat is very non-aggressive on a Spin Roma. It's not like punch your face out kind of peat. It's like a soft, subtle smokiness, soft, subtle earthiness. All right, now the Talisker. Ooh. It's also pretty sweet with a little bit of those fruity notes on the palate, but the subtle kind of smoky character isn't there on this one until you kind of hold it long in the mouth, and then you kind of get some more of those peat components. We'll say the peat characteristics on the Ben Roma, very soft, subtle smoke, very non-aggressive, earthy components. But the peak characteristics, even on this lower Talisker, are like more green and earthy and muddy. You still get some of that smokiness. But the actual, like, we'll say dirty parts of the peat, the non-smoky parts of the peat, the earthiness, the like slight grassiness, the muddiness are a lot more aggressive on the Talisker. The Talisker's finish kind of spikes some of those kind of earthy notes, whereas the earthy notes on the Ben Roma are like more soft and rounded off. Now the Talisker is a little bit higher percentage alcohol, which could account for some amount of that kind of increased aggressive peat component, but I think some amount of the difference is just the different characteristics here. All right, so we had some of the liquid here. Getting some of the malty character on the Menoroma now. Some of that kind of like malty, grainy kind of notes there. Starting to peek in through those like dried fruits. Started getting them a little bit on the Talisker too, but the Talisker comes across a lot like saltier. Yeah, I think that's like one of the main difference I would say up front is like the Talisker feels like saltier, more like salt and pepper. I think the malty notes are probably stronger on the Benoroma. Again, pretty sweet on the palate. Mostly dried fruits in terms of the fruity component. A little bit of spice this time. Soft, subtle smoke. Soft, earthy element. Get into those sherry notes on the finish. Those kind of dried fruit. A little bit of spice. The finish very much comes across in the sherry realm. But you do get a good amount of like sweetness in the whole experience. Just like a good amount of like, we'll say bourbon cask probably related, soft sweet component. Let's just summarize this comparison. The Talisker is like more aggressive. It's got the smoke and peat elements are kind of more aggressive. The earth part or earth notes in the back of the palate are more aggressive. Kind of spikes a little bit of those peat elements in the early finish. Whereas the peat elements in the Benoroma are kind of more rounded. They're kind of like less intrusive. And you get a little bit of that sherry. So, whereas obviously there's no sherry in the Talisker, there's kind of none of that sherry casking that's going to like compete with some of that smoky peaty character. It's going to be more full on to the peat. It is quite sweet though. So like those caramels, kind of deeper sweetnesses are more present on the Talisker. But you still get a good amount of sweet component on the Benoroma. It's just got like another dimension with the sherry. So despite the fact that the peat notes are turned down, it kind of adds some sherry elements. So obviously no sherry, more aggressive on the peat characteristics, overall sweeter, saltier. And then the Benoroma, like more subtle peat elements, less spiky in the peat components, still very sweet, but you get like more of that sherry in the palate and in the finish, more dried fruits, this sort of thing that kind of like adds an extra dimension that kind of like in some ways makes up for like the lack of a peaty, strong peat component. So again, more peat, less peat, no sherry, some sherry. In a nutshell, roughly kind of how we grab this. So what we could do is while these are sitting here, we already have these sitting here. So What could we add as a third dimension that is not like obviously way super peated? What do we have that's a little peated? How peated was that McLean's nose? A little bit, eh? I think the McLean's nose is probably still. I don't know. I was about to say I think the McLean's nose is more peated than both of these, but I think that's maybe not true. Hold on. Where did I put that little blended bitch? All right, so we'll add another bit of a wild card here. So I don't really know exactly the ppm of this one because it is a blended scotch that we've got into a little bit recently. It is 70% malt, 30% grain whiskey. But yeah, this is the McLean's Nose blended scotch. This is from Adelphi, is an independent bottler, Adelphi, who owns the Ardnamurchan Merkin distillery. This is a good amount of this is peated Ardnamurchan. So 46% 5-year-old ex-bourbon Ardnamurchan, 6% 7-year-old Glen Scotia ex-bourbon, 17% 5-year-old Ardnamurchan and ex-sherry hogsheads, and 30% 6-year-old Lowland grain whiskey and ex-bourbon hogsheads. So this is also going to be like a little bit of sherry, a little bit of smoke, a little bit of peat. But this one has got 30% grain whiskey in it, so that'll be a little bit different. It is a blended scotch, but most of it does come from Ardnamurchan, which again, Adelphi owns the Ardnamurchan distillery, and we don't actually know where the grain whiskeys come from. We just know it's some lowland grain whiskey distillery. It could be fucking any of them. But the rest is Ardnamurchan with a slight bit of ex-bourbon Glen Scotia in here. And of course, Glen Scotia will be like a little bit different, but there's such a low amount of Glen Scotia in here that can't have too big of an impact. That being said, these are both 10 years old. The Talisker and the Ben Roma are 10 years old, whereas technically this McLean's Nose is a 5-year-old whiskey. We can only call this a 5-year-old whiskey because there is about 63% of this is 5-year-old ex-sherry or ex-bourbon. So it is a bit younger. It is 46% alcohol though, so this one is still the highest alcohol though. So we're going to give this a minute to kind of like sort itself out a little bit. Get some of that initial vapors going. So when we tried this off the neck pour, you could tell that it was blended scotch, but it still had a good amount of sweetness and a good amount of peat character in here. It was quite a bit more peated than I was guessing. This is the one that says there's a white chocolate tasting note, and I have No clue how we got white chocolate out of this one. That being said, this note here, burnt citrus peel, that was really bang on. When we tried this, I could tell there was citrus, but I didn't put the smoke and the citrus together. And as soon as I heard this note, burnt citrus peel, I thought that was right on for a good nose note. But it's kind of like, while burnt citrus peel is bang on for this whiskey, white chocolate is like some weird anomaly. I have no idea how we get that. Right at the gate, this one is coming across a lot more vibrant. It's definitely a lot more grainy. You do get those citrus notes. Who knows where the white chocolate is, though? That's a hard one for me. That's a hard sell. Okay, so the middle is McLean's nose. And then we'll know on my left or your right is the Talisker 10. And on my right or on your left is the Ben Roma. Also, some more sweetness coming out of this, more like sherry related sweetness, I feel, is coming out of this Ben Roma now. I'm getting a note that is like some kind of very sweet breakfast cereal, and I'm trying to figure which one I would call it. Or French toast is a good one. French toast with syrup. Fruit Loops? No. So not the fruity part, but like a sweet syrup, grain, but also like a little bit of spice to it. I like French toast with syrup, or like French toast crunch. Breakfast cereal, that would also be good. Oh, some good vanilla out of that too. That's developing beautifully in the glass. Okay, so onto this McLean's nose. Oh wow, this one's coming across a little bit like coconut. Yeah, I mean, I can't not say coconut. But I don't know if that's because of like some of the grain or what, but at this point I feel like I'm relatively nose blind to the smoky characteristics. All three of these are peated, but I go into this nose and I get like the slightest hint of something smoky, and then it's all other things. Yeah, that's just hitting me like straight coconut right now, which is kind of weird. All right, on the Talisker. This one's got like a bit of like maple bacon thing. Still very salty. A little bit of fruitiness in here. And back to the Ben Roma. Yeah, so the Ben Roma is coming across like the most of the sherry aspects. It's been in the glass long enough now. It kind of feels like we're getting some of those sweet, syrupy sherry components. The McLean's nose is like a little bit grainy, a little bit coconut, maybe the most citrus. It's maybe the only one with a citrus element, but the citrus element isn't very loud right now. But yeah, I'm getting like coconut and citrus, and the most like kind of like dirty burnt grain kind of note. And the Talisker is like the saltier one. A little bit like more like this bit of protein it feels like on the Talisker. That's not anywhere else. It's kind of interesting. On the exhale, I'm getting the smoke. But on the inhale, I'm not really getting the smoke. It's like I breathe in and it's not that smoky because I feel like I'm just so acclimated to the smoke at this point. But when I bring it, when I bring the air back out through my nostrils, it feels like I've been near a campfire, if that makes any sense. Yeah, it's definitely like the sweetest smoke. The smoke and the sweet are like the most well integrated, I think, on the Talisker. It's definitely obvious that the bed aroma is the most sherried. I'm not really getting much sherry on this McLean's nose. 17% of it is 5-year-old sherry hogsheads. We don't know if they're first fill sherry hogsheads, I suppose. It's hard to get the sherry out of this one. Whereas with the Ben Roma 10 years first fill sherry hogshead, you can definitely, as soon as you get in there, you can get those sherry elements. You're like, hey, it's definitely sherried. So, if we're going to give brief notes on the aromas here, the sherried one, the coconut grainy one, the salty protein one. All right. And on the palate, cheers. Still that soft smoke. Good amount of sweetness. Sherry components on the palate and finish. A little bit of spice. Soft earthiness. Definitely the sherried one of the three. All right, are the Ardnamurchan... Oh, also, this is natural color, this Ardnamurchan. Also, it's a bit lighter. So for even 17% sherry, a bit lighter in color. Again, this is the 10-year. So, again, there's sherry in this Ardnamurchan. Not Ardnamurchan, the sherry in this McLean's nose. But it's not aged as long. So... And also may or may not be first fill. I don't know. So, McLean's nose, nice mouthfeel. Probably the smoothest that's so far. The McLean's nose comes across like the smoothest one. Both in like taste and in texture. That being said, you can get that little bit of grain component. You can tell there's a grain whiskey thing going on here. That being said, flavor impact on the early palate, not the best. You do get some of those like grain and malt characteristics in the palate. And you kind of have like a growing earthiness. In the finish, it's a little bit spicy, a little bit bitter, a little earthy. The McLean's nose is not coming across as smoky. It doesn't feel as smoky, but it feels more earthy, if that makes any sense. Despite the fact that the Benaroma is very soft smoke components, it is, you definitely get the smoke. You definitely get a smoke component here. Whereas this one so far, on this particular sip, I didn't get much of the smoke, but I did get a lot of the earthy components. So maybe less on the smoke. I'm assuming that Lowland Grain Whiskey, the 30% Lowland Grain Whiskey that's in the blend here, is not peated. Can't say for sure, but maybe not peated. So that might have something to do with the fact. It may be peated Lowland Grain Whiskey, I don't know, but it comes across like maybe that's not the case. And we're just dealing with the 70% of the malts being peated. Now onto the Talisker 10. Talisker 10 is still, I think, clearly the most forward about the peat notes. You get, I think the Talisker is probably the only one of the three where you get kind of like that green vegetal component of the peat. You kind of get more like burnt earth on this one, and you kind of get some of the smoke and some of the earthiness on the Benaroma. But the Talisker seems like it's the only one that has some of those green notes, some of those vegetal notes. The thing that sticks out to me the most in the Talisker is like it's the most peated one. You get the most peat characteristics. The peat components are still more front and center on the Talisker than the others. And the Talisker, again, is head and shoulders below your Lafroig or your Ardbeg levels of peat. But compared to the peats in these ones, it's still coming across as the most aggressive on the peat notes. That could have something to do with the fact that it's all ex-bourbon maturation. There's sherry in these ones. It could have something to do with the fact that this one has got some grain whiskey in it that may not be peated, so it's not as forward with the peat notes. This one is clearly less peated. The Benaroma is about half as peated ppm to begin with, but we still get some good smokiness out of it. So it's definitely like a good component here. Smoke is a component here, more of a main course on the Talisker. That being said, the Talisker is still like got way more fruity and sweeter components compared to like a very peated offering like your Ardbeg or Lafroig bourbon barrel. So we did these two. Why don't we just take this out of the equation for a minute, this Benaroma, and just maybe go side to side with these ones. Because I think the one thing that makes the Benaroma the outlier is it's got the biggest sherry presence. It's every time I take a sip, every time I take a sniff, it's pretty clear Benaroma has more sherry than these other things. And kind of like we're just mostly getting that difference in sherry. Yeah, there's a weird coconut note for me on this McLean's nose that I definitely didn't get originally, and I wonder if that's something to do with the grain whiskey. We don't really know what the grain whiskey is. It could be corn. It could not be corn. It could be other things, but it's probably not rye. It's probably corn, some combination of corn and barley, maybe. That would be my guess. What are you testing? Right now I have the Talisker 10 in this glass here. I have the McLean's Nose blended scotch in this one. And I also have over here the Ben Romach 10-year Space Side. So we have a Space Side, single malt. We have a blended scotch, 70% malt, 30% grain. And we have a Talisker 10-year, which is an island scotch. They're both kind of like moderately peated. There is some sherry barrel components in this blend, but the Ben Aroma has got first fill sherry in the blend as well. So this one is clearly the most sherried one, and it's kind of like we're kind of just picking apart these like moderately peated whiskeys. They're not full force peat. Just seeing what we can see about the differences. And again, the Talisker has got like a saltiness, like a protein bacon, smoky thing going on that does not kind of appear anywhere else. And there is kind of what I would describe as coconut thing coming out of this McLean's Nose, which is very weird. But now that I'm thinking of it, one of the notes that I was confused about with this was it said burnt citrus peel, which I was down with, sea salt. I'm not getting any sea salt right now, but I think it's because we're comparing it with this Talisker, which may be saltier. But this says white chocolate and bonfire. And I think this thing that I'm kind of describing as a coconut note is the white chocolate note. That would make a lot of sense. That this coconut note is what the label has identified as a white chocolate note. In which case, I definitely get it. Which to me, it kind of, for some reason, is presenting to me in my subjective flavor recall more like a coconut. Like a sweet shredded coconut. Like those shredded coconuts that you would get to make like a cake or something like that. But like the sweetened shredded coconut, not like the like unsweetened one. Definitely a sweet shredded coconut. Which I'm just realizing now is probably the white chocolate that they're talking about on the label, which I was like, what the heck, white chocolate? But I think I'm with it now. I think I kind of get it. I think I'm detecting it as coconut. But that's the one thing that's standing out here. Of all the comparisons we made, this one has this white chocolate / sweetened coconut note that is not anywhere else. And that's quite interesting because that's not a note that you give too commonly. So I don't know how they achieved that note. And again, I think it has something to do with the grain whiskey, the 30% grain whiskey in here. But yeah, really interesting. And I'm not really getting any. Give me my Valentine. But it's not Valentine's Day yet. That's tomorrow. My child has given me a Valentine. Yeah, Mom's impatient and wanted to give out the Valentines early. We have Mr. Turtle, the Heart Turtle. Happy Valentine's Day to my dad, who's turtly awesome. And there's a sticker of a pizza. That is great. Here, bub. Come here, you. You can be on the camera. Look. You guys see this child? Look. He wore his jammies inside out and backwards to get the day off school, and it worked. Holy frig, inside out and backwards. The trick works, doesn't it? Ah. Thanks, man. Yeah, that's yours. The big camera's over here, bud. There, that's the big camera over here. This is the little camera. So if they're on a phone, if they're on a phone, they see that one, and if they're on the computer, they see that one. All right, you goober. You should try that for work. Yeah, that doesn't work. That doesn't work for work. Okay, watch the microphone, bub. All right, thanks, man. Give me the thumbs up. Yeah, typically what happens is if it snows and I'm supposed to work, I go to work. That's how it works. If I don't show up to work, either I don't get paid or I have to use PTO. We don't get days off. We don't get days off in my line of work. There was one time, so I work in a warehouse, and there's one time where it was last winter, I think, or maybe it was the winter before. I can't remember. It was one winter, and basically what happened is there was some kind of sensor on the roof of the building, which if for some reason, and I don't know why, and I asked and no one could explain this to me why this happened, but there's this sensor on the roof of the building where if this sensor was tripped for some reason, it would shut off 95% of the lights in the building. The only lights that worked were like emergency lights, basically. And it's some sensor on the roof. I don't know to this today why, but something happened either last year or the year before, I can't remember, where the snow was so massive it somehow tripped this sensor that was on the roof hatch. And we had no lights in the building for 2 days. So what we did is I wore a headlamp like I was a fucking coal miner. We still worked in that shit. We fumbled around in that shit. Couldn't see a goddamn thing, but I had a fucking headlamp on. Okay? No matter what happens, I have to go to work. They will put me to work. There's no, the power is out, go home. No. Sounds like an OSHA violation. Maybe. I don't know. There was nothing wrong with the power. That was the weird part, is it's not like the power was off. It was like the power was off because you couldn't, there was no lights. But everything was powered. Like, there wasn't anything wrong with the power or the breakers or anything. So everything was fine. It's just the lights were all off. But they didn't let me drive machinery, which makes sense. It was fucking. But what I said to them is we have these lights that are magnetic, and I was like, well, I can take these magnetic lights and put them to the front of the machine and turn them on like headlights for a car. They'll see me coming, and they're like, no, you can't do that. It's unsafe. I was like, okay. But yeah. I go to work no matter how bad the weather is, no matter if the lights are on or off in the building, no matter if it's fucking COVID and everyone's dying, I fucking go to work. Yeah, I have a solid memory too of during COVID. They gave everyone a company a bunch of extra PTO for COVID. So long as, you still were working there, you got some extra PTO. But there was a thing where one person who was working there got COVID. And this was like really early before when like nobody had COVID. And there was maybe like 20 cases of COVID in the country or something like that. One person at my workplace got COVID. That didn't mean I didn't go to work. I still went to work. But what happened is they hired these guys to basically spray like disinfectant throughout the entire warehouse. So there I was working, and these guys show up in full hazmat with backpack sprayers, like they're fucking gonna spray like insecticide on a fucking lawn. And they just went around and sprayed everything. Fucking literally everything in the entire place. And it's like, you guys are wearing hazmat suits. Should I be wearing a hazmat? No, you're fine. I'm fine. You're wearing a hazmat suit, but I'm fine. Okay. They're like, yeah, no, you're fine. After 5 minutes, it's not hazardous. After 5 minutes, it's not hazardous anymore. Okay. I go to work, it doesn't matter what happens. The fucking country could implode, and I'll probably still end up going to work. Inside out and backwards doesn't work for me. Warehouse must go on, yeah. Supply chain must go on. So anyway, I'm gonna try to get this Ben Roma out of here for a minute. Still like white chocolate and a little bit of graininess on this McLean's nose. Once this Talisker is coming across like full peated right now, though. Not like smoky, but like earthy and grassy by comparison. Which is surprising. I kind of felt like this McLean's nose wasn't that unpeated. Like it was pretty, I felt like it was pretty peated when we tried the neck pour. But clearly it can't hang with these like really peated ones. More sweet on this Talisker now, but still like pretty like, you get that grass, a little bit of like vegetal peat character in the back palate. More peat's coming out of this now. Still get that white chocolate / coconut thing on the nose. Some of that citrus. The palate is still a little wanting on this McLean's nose. And I have to assume that it's like the kind of thing where 30% of this is a grain whiskey that's maybe not that flavorful, maybe. But it's kind of like you don't get a whole lot in that early stages of the palate on the McLean's nose. It's also not as smoky as the Talisker. There is a citrus component that doesn't exist on the Talisker, but this is still like a pretty good pour, I feel, this McLean's nose. Again, if we're talking about how we're punching right now, for example, this one is like more than twice the price of this one. This one is like 125% of the price of this one. At least. So it's not fair from a price perspective. I think the McLean's Nose is still a pretty damn good value if you can get a bottle. I think there's not that many bottles in existence, but it's still a pretty damn good pour. But it doesn't hold up, I feel. Even to the Ben Roma, it just doesn't hold up quite as well. You can probably get like 1.75 Ben Romas or McLean's Nose for one Ben Roma. But Ben Roma just has more character with that little bit of sherry in there. The smoky component is more smoky and less like earthy, but there's still an earthy component. It's just more complex and more interesting in the Ben Roma. The mid palate just suffers a little bit on this McLean's Nose. It might be the grain part. I'm not sure. But also we have to remember that the McLean's Nose is younger whiskeys. 10-year-old Talisker, 10-year-old Ben Roma, 5-year-old really for the most part here. So you got less barrel impact. Since they're younger, they're going to take more water to get to 46% alcohol. So despite the fact that this is 46% alcohol, and this is say only 43, this is going to take more. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know the math exactly, but this probably takes more water. Despite the fact that it's a higher proof, probably more water can get put into this in order to reach 46% alcohol than this one would take to get to 43% alcohol because it's older. So that's not going to help the case here. So less barrel impact, probably more water. You got some grain whiskey. The palate suffers a little bit. Love this like coconut kind of thing going on. That's kind of really interesting. And if anything, it's worth having just for that interesting experience. The fact that this like white chocolate coconut thing kind of exists here is unique. I've never had that yet. So that being said, I've had like a bit of a like coconut note in other whiskeys, but not like this one where it's such like again, maybe a white chocolate bomb for you. Great nose. In fact, a McLean's nose. It's a great McLean's nose. Palate, not the best. Truthfully. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys being here. We didn't play. I guess we played an hour less of Marvel Rivals than we normally play. We pretty much broke even, I think, or maybe I'm +1 win or something like that. That being said, I can rank up still, I think. I think I can still go up. We're not done at Diamond, I think. I think there's a realistic chance I could hit Grandmaster. I think that's pretty realistic. I don't think that's out of the question. It's just a matter of playing enough to get there. So, we'll see. See what happens. Probably play some more Marvel Rivals tomorrow. Live review tomorrow. More review something. And on Saturday, we're probably going to play some more Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. I had such a great time with that janky-ass old game. That thing, the game's not even old. The game's new. It's not released yet. But I had a great time with that EverQuest thing. So I think we're going to play some more Pantheon Rise of the Fallen janky-ass EverQuest game on Saturday. And then Sunday, I may or may not broadcast. We'll just see what happens. So that's what's on. That's the scoop. If you're not a subscriber and do not have the inside scoop, I ordered a brand new cabinet. That's coming, and that's going to be enabling for sure. So if you want to see the behind the scenes pick, you can get to the inside scoop for subscribers only. And of course, that also comes with your subscription to Mosley Fans 18 plus XXX raw Mosley pictures. So Hope you guys enjoy that. I should post some more of those. Also, if you're in the Discord community, can't have an empty cabinet. Yeah, exactly. 100. Exactly. If you haven't voted in the community poll, the community poll is in the community news section this time. We try to make it more visible. So if you want to vote for the community bottle, that's on the 22nd of February. Put in a vote. You can vote for as many or as little things as you like. And we'll do that tasting on the 22nd of February. Trying to think what else bookkeeping we can talk about. I don't know. So much more things. I didn't get nearly as many things done on my 1 week vacation as I wanted to. I got some good things done. I feel like I definitely like made some good progress, but man, I got so many more things. So many more things going forward that I want to do. Not up to and including, okay, putting a picture like this of Mosley on a t-shirt. We got to do it. The people deserve the Mosley shirt. So, forthcoming. Anyway, among other things. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. See you tomorrow. Have a great day. Appreciate you. And, yeah.